Hello, hello. Hello. You guys hear me okay? Wait for a few more people to get in here. So, welcome in, guys. So, welcome in, guys. So, I am Mark with the Crypto Mark. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about passive income in crypto in this video. Okay, so we're going to go over a few avenues, okay, and we're going to go over about 10 things and avenues that you can go down within crypto to make passive income. And this is going to be something where, a lot of this is going to be kind of beginner knowledge, quite frankly. When it comes to this stuff, I think a lot of people right now are just into trading, and that leaves a lot of room to be explored if you do want to make some passive income. So we're going to go down some of those avenues, give you some examples, and I'll pull up some examples along the way. So bear with me as we navigate through this, okay? The big thing here, though, is there is a lot of things within crypto that you can make passive income, all right? So first thing is I want to talk about is what is passive income? Well, everybody knows how to trade crypto. Everybody knows basically if you're not here, if you're here watching, you've in some form or fashion experienced cryptocurrency trading in some form or fashion. Okay. But within passive income, this is when you don't really have to do anything and you just have expected profits, gains, money that's just coming to you regularly without really any work. It's all done behind the scenes. You have to take the risk, but as always, there's always going to be risks in crypto, and that's why it's important to do your own due diligence. And I will talk to you guys about some stuff that I have gotten into along these lines. All right, and this is going to be, like I said, kind of more just I want to say an introduction, right? Because there's a ton of stuff you can do. All right, but that's why a lot of people are considering passive income because it takes kind of the work and the legwork out of crypto trading. That for in this market that we're in, it's not necessarily a bull market. So it is something where you do want to have passive income coming in along the way to just kind of ease that, and that does provide more capital to go down these avenues outside of just trading. So let's get into it. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe down below. Please smash that like button as well. I do appreciate all you new watchers and subscribers joining the channel. And let's get into it, okay? So the first thing is with staking, okay? That is going to be the first thing that we can get into. What is staking? Well, obviously, it's kind of one of the concerns within what we see with crypto regulation. Okay, staking is something where you put up your crypto, you put up your capital for a period of time, and that in turn will earn you rewards, percentage based upon what you do put up, and that is just automatic in your account, earning rewards. Okay, that's the big concern for government is the threat to the U.S. dollar. If you can stake a stable coin that for 14% and you're getting 5% from interest from your bank that you can go to regularly and just start a savings account, a CD, something along those lines. Crypto staking does pose a threat to that, okay? But staking is something that I've been able to do. Quite frankly, some of the cryptos that I'm long into, that's I think the number one, and I think people don't, they overlook that because they want access to their capital. They want it liquid. They want it basically, right there at the forefront of what they can touch. They want it basically liquid. But within staking, like for example, Cardano was one of the first cryptos that I've bought. It's in a cold storage wallet. It's being staked right now. I haven't touched it in years, and I don't plan on selling it till about 2030 when I have basically my price predictions hopefully come to fruition. But along the road, I am making passive income by staking my ADA. So that is something where you can earn anywhere. You could get into very, very crazy stuff. Where it's a fixed time period. Obviously, the longer you stake it, the more you stake, the more rewards you're going to get. But crypto staking is pretty much offered through all of your exchanges. There's a lot of partners. There's a lot of websites out there that make sure it's trusted. But there's a lot of ways that people, want you to put your money up, put your crypto up, and then you can earn passive income off of that. Now, the important thing is there is some sketchy stuff out there, so you have to stay safe and do your due diligence, right? If you stake your crypto and you're never going to need it back, well, that obviously is going to be something very concerning, okay? But mainly, the one thing that I do want to share with you guys is some of these pre-sales that we get into, right? We get in these meme coin pre-sales. They want you to stake up front, and that's all fine and dandy if the project launches. But if it's something more risky like that I wouldn't consider that passive income, because that's more aggressive passive income, in my opinion. By doing that, you leave yourself vulnerable to a lot of things that may happen. So when I do get in crypto pre-sales, a lot of times I choose to not stake. Quite frankly, I think that's just an attempt for these devs, these startups, to use that capital, and by doing so, they're basically getting interest-free loans on your behalf. So that's a little bit within staking. Looking into proof of stake mechanisms and how those cryptos are built. For example, a lot of the projects being built on Ethereum, layer 2s, Cardano is a big one, like I mentioned. Okay, but that kind of has a lot of potential returns, but it does carry a lot of risks. And that's going to be the common theme of this live stream discussion, is the risks that go alongside of that. Now, the other thing is yield farming and liquidity mining. So what is yield farming and liquidity mining? Okay. This is something where I think that you have to understand within DeFi. A lot of people don't know, and it's kind of scary for people to jump into. Basically, you put your crypto right into a DeFi protocol, and that in turn allows you to earn rewards. And usually when this does happen, that crypto is paid back to you in the form of airdrops, or just directly add to your balance within these rewards, and it's usually going to be in their governance token. Okay, so a prime example, all right, Coinbase does offer yield farming. So I'm going to give you the best example possible. You can look into some of these liquidity pools and kind of see which yield farming has the best gains. Quite frankly, anything over 15%, you can kind of attribute to being a scam. So that's kind of my threshold, right? Anything about 5 to 8% is that sweet spot within liquidity. Liquidity, staking, yield farming, down those lines. Okay, but you can look into a lot of DEXs and platforms that do allow for some crazy APRs, and some of them work out, but more times than not, you can run into some issues. Okay. And there are some gems out there, right? Cosmos has been one. You can check in that. I do want to kind of disclose to you guys, I'm not affiliated with any of these projects or entities that I am mentioning in this live stream. I'm just kind of going down the list and making you guys all aware of what's out there. Okay, so the biggest thing with that is, like I said, a modest return. Do not expect, Valhalla and going to the moon within this liquidity farming. There's one, quite frankly, that I'm going to talk about a little later in this, that a lot of people I know that have been doing it, and I think the project did not even launch. So it's all fine and dandy, but you can definitely earn some rewards with liquidity farming and within yield farming. Okay, and a lot of projects do launch meme coins as well. They do offer that. Okay, so some of the platforms, obviously Uniswap, SushiSwap, and Aave. So that's one way you could get started to earn another form of passive income. Okay, another one within crypto that's kind of more stable. This would be along the lines of a crypto savings account. Okay, that's something that can be offered by platforms such as Celsius. BlockFi is one. Off the top of my head, Nexo is another one. Okay, and what they're going to do is, it's going to be exactly what it is. It's a savings account just by using crypto. So very similar to staking. It's more stable, less risk, and that's kind of where we can go down within crypto savings accounts. I think everybody kind of has a grasp on what a savings account is. From traditional finance. So I'm not going to really go down that road too much. Okay. And then the other thing is dividend paying tokens. Okay. This is something very similar to dividend paying stocks. Okay. But they do basically, have different methods of doing this. This is something where companies can look to tokenize their equity. And that way you can earn dividends for holding on a yearly basis. Okay. And that's where they can distribute back to shareholders, just like you do with stocks. All right. But that's all up to the company's discretion, how the crypto is doing, as well as what's going on with the profits within that company. Okay. And one of the best examples of this is KuCoin. Okay, so the KCS token, that is a crypto that, as long as you hold, just for example, you can only hold 6 of them, okay, and you earn dividends. You can hold more than 6, obviously, but that's where you have it generated between, and they take a lot of that from the profits from trading fees, as well as, kind of calculating that dividend return that you will get. I think it's about 50% too. So it is kind of a healthy reward if you do hold it. And something along the lines within some of these governance tokens, right? For example, we were just at a crypto conference talking about this. And a lot of these exchanges, right, they come up with their own crypto. And this is very similar. The best example possible would be Binance in BNB. Okay. At one point, BNB was like $1. And now you can see it right now where it's at on the charts. One of the, the biggest, I guess, governance, tokens out there. And obviously with the BNB chain, we know the magnitude of that. So that is something where within that you can have dividend paying tokens as well. Okay. Now this is another one where, some of you guys might dabble in this, some of you guys may not. A lot of people out there kind of, in my opinion, may not want to get into the techie side of passive income within crypto, but automated crypto bots, okay, that trade and buy and sell crypto for you without you really having to do any of the legwork, okay? We've seen this prevalent more so within Solana, within the meme coins that they've been launching. You can have sniping bots out there. There are a lot of measures to protect these acts, but it is something where you can basically just watch a YouTube video, go on some AI builder, and you can have a trading bot built for you. You can pay for one as well, and that's kind of where you make a lot. You can make a lot of gains. I actually used one within Pionex, okay, and that is an automated trading bot. Didn't do anything. Set up my parameters. I think it was, I do like to trade Solana when I do this. A lot of volatility, allows for arbitrage opportunities, as well as some stuff within market making that you can really make some serious gains. So automated trading crypto bots is another leg of this discussion where you can earn passive income. And it's kind of one of the, I think, overlooked ones because, there are a lot of measures to prevent, especially with launches, sniping, to prevent all that from happening. But for me and what I was doing with Pionex, it was a pretty healthy return. The only negative to that, I will tell you guys, is there, depending on where you live, the taxes get a little bit tricky with all the transactions. Sometimes there's thousands of transactions in one day. So unless you have some kind of, tax calculating software or app that you use to handle your crypto taxes, that becomes a little bit of a gray area. Okay. Next one is NFT royalties. Now, this is something where I do want to preface this by saying NFTs are not really at the forefront of my crypto investing. Yes, I own some. Yes, I buy some from time to time, but we can see the value that was gained and ultimately basically diminished to zero within, just look at the Bored Apes, okay? You can look at Mutant Apes, all that within Yuga Labs, all of the NFT collections that were at one point, they were a status thing. They were worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars at their high point. And now a lot of them are basically worth zero. Okay. And that's kind of the horror side of crypto. But with NFTs, a lot of them do earn royalties, and NFT royalties, you can basically, hold your NFT and earn rewards. A lot of them are kind of tied directly into the tokenomics of a project where you may have to buy them, you may not. If you get into the pre-sale, you get basically blessed with these NFTs that earn you passive income. That's one form and fashion. Some percentages differ. They vary obviously in size and what that reward would be. But for example, I have a few of them that are directly tied into the game that is behind the crypto. Okay, the crypto is kind of the the monetization, the utility token, I guess I would say, for that gaming platform. And yes, they came with NFTs. So I bought the NFTs, and that is something where I have more crypto being added, airdrop to me frequently, and that's kind of what the purpose of earning passive income is from NFTs. And it's kind of something worth noting because a lot of people within NFTs and in that world, or not in that world, I should say, they don't really understand, I guess, how it works, and they think they're just buying a picture. But a lot of times there is NFT royalties that come kind of in the same breath. So it's not just a picture, a pixel, or a bunch of pixels. It's a way to make passive income. So that's another thing worth noting. Okay. And then the next one is kind of a big one that I do have a couple friends that do this from time to time. And it's something where it's very easy to do. It's play to earn gaming. Okay. Play to earn gaming within crypto. All right. Some examples of that would be Axie Infinity, the Sandbox, Decentraland, a lot of big entities, huge hundreds of millions of dollars tied into gaming. It's one of the big sectors in crypto that I'm into. I know the gaming sector is kind of down as a whole, but this is where basically you can earn in-game assets, you can earn tokens just from playing games. So there are actually a lot of them out there that, quite frankly, how should I say, the game is more kind of prevalent than actually the token is. And one in specific that I do want to share with you guys is the Pi network. Okay, and it's not really it's not a game, but I'm pretty sure this one didn't launch, but I did want to note this because a lot of people were just basically mining Pi off of their smartphones, right, off of the app, and they have a ton of tokens. They're worth a ton of money. I'm pretty sure that did not launch, okay, but it might have. I think it might be, in the live price right now is $37, and it's something where it's just another form of passive income, right? You're not using your own capital, you're earning this, right? It's play to earn, and then yes, this does have tangible value within the play to earn gaming space as well. So I do want to take a little pause right here. We have a lot of people in the chat. If you guys can, make sure you guys all smash that like button, and please subscribe down below if you have not already done so. Also, there's a couple links in the description if you want to check those out and help out the channel. Those are my channel sponsors. Make sure you guys all do that. But let's get back into it, okay? One of the other ones that we want to talk about, and this was very, very prevalent in increasing in size within popularity, I think within crypto mining, that is another form of passive income. You see with all these displays, these booths that are set up, a lot of these crypto events, a lot of people, a lot of big name people are getting into crypto mining, and it's something where you can earn passive income, right? It's a true business model, okay? Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's something else, some other crypto or coin or token, you can basically just buy a unit, or nowadays you can do it simply within just, it's digital. You don't have any of the overhead, and it's something done on a website. And you just basically mine crypto, you get a percentage, and that is passive income. Okay. A really cool example, and it's a company that I'm going to try to get involved with. We met them out in Toronto at the latest crypto event that I just got home from. But what they do is they have point of sale machines, right? So credit card readers. And what you do is you essentially go from business to business. You ask for their consent. If they want to basically allow you to incorporate that into their payment structure. And then when they swipe their card, you could just pay with crypto right there. You could buy your coffee, whatever it may be, just using that machine. And then in turn, you earn passive income. Okay. So just another form of passive income where you really don't have to do anything. The mining thing, there's a little bit of an overhead, right? The efficiency is a big thing if you want to get into essentially the how should I say this, the hardware side of crypto mining, where you actually own the units, you power them up, you have to have miners active, and that's a whole business in itself. But there are a lot of ways that do not have that overhead. You could do a quick Google search and find some of those providers. Okay, cloud mining is a form of that. Okay, and that's how you can maybe have just a little initial investment, some operational costs that are incorporated in that, but in turn, you do make passive income doing that. All right. So that'll be like the last example. Okay. I think some of the big ones that you guys can really take home with is cloud mining, play to earn gaming, and just simply the easiest and the best way, in my opinion, would be within staking crypto. It's probably the one that I do in the most volume, in its highest I guess you would say, dollar amount is how I stake. Like I said, I have a cold storage device that crypto is being staked on right now. I'm earning passive income as I'm speaking, and I'm not looking at a chart. I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching that crypto, and that's just kind of how that all plays out. Okay, but as always, within crypto, there are a lot of risks. Nothing is free in this world, but passive income does get you one step closer to financial freedom. So make sure you consider all the risks in mitigating those risks that come along with going down that avenue of passive income. Okay. Also, there is a lot of things within those risks, such as security. That's another thing where you have to worry about, as well as not just kind of the fear of doing so, but the volatility that lies within regulatory affairs. That's another thing. Are you able to do this where you're located? And also, as key with anything with investing, this is just common sense. You don't want to just be a full crypto passive investor. That's something where you want to diversify. You do still want to be, in my opinion, involved within crypto trading traditionally, not just on the passive side of the game. So that's kind of where we're at. If you do want to get started with passive income, there is a lot of ways to do it. I know we didn't really bring up any specific entities in terms of me pulling up a website, creating an account, and going down that avenue to show you exact roads you can take. Part of me doing that is because there's so many of them out there, and B, I don't really want to make this a sponsored video in the form or fashion where I'm showing you guys something that you may or may not be interested in. I may not fully know too well what they are all about, so I didn't want to go down that road. But make sure you guys all do your due diligence if you do want to get started with passive income. Okay. And that's kind of what I got. So, just if you want a bullet point list of all these methods, I will pin those in the comments down below. But one thing it is very important to do so is you want to make sure that you are fully researched with doing that. So, I'll put those avenues down below in the comments box. Do a quick Google search, educate yourself further. And if anything else is out there, any questions you guys have, I'll stick around on this live stream. That way you guys can all kind of ask me some questions. And that's kind of the end of my presentation. So if you do want to get involved with the chat, feel free right now to start this up. Okay. And Michaela, I don't know if you're still watching, Cubic Coin. I did look into that. Yes. And within that, I can't tell you where the chart is right now, but that's I told some people about that actually, because that was a crypto that looked very bullish from when you mentioned it. I know that you hit some home runs the last time we talked on a live stream, so I will pull that up and take a look. So thanks for that reminder. But we'll get to the next one. Staking on PancakeSwap, that's a great example. You can do that on PancakeSwap. What they offer is, staking pools. So there's a time duration, whether it may be, a month, 2 months, or 3 months. You can't actually stake stable coins, I believe. So that is something where, that's why I think regulators and the United States in specific, threatening the U.S. dollar. If you could stake USDC, USDT, it's basically just the same thing as getting interest, and it's something where you can definitely do that. Just the timing within earning those rewards with staking pools, obviously, you got to check out which APR is right for you. But yeah, that's a great example. Thank you for the comment. Crypto Moses in the house. Thank you. New setup for live stream. So hopefully this one works out perfectly. Any other questions, feedback, any concerns, anything you want me to look into before we sign off here? Feel free to drop them down below in the comments. And as always, if you guys are not subscribed right here, make sure you guys all do that. And like I said, check out the links in the description. Nothing? Anybody in the chat want to chime in? But yeah, other than that, I'll keep the floor open for a little bit longer, but just a quick touch on the market. This is a red day once again, so still some volatility. I think we're going to get this for quite some time, personally. I think until we get through the election and find some footing, and I think that the VC-backed cryptos, some of the big mainstays, institutional money, I think everybody's kind of waiting for someone else to make the move. But a lot of the cryptos in the top 100 are having some serious red days. Bitcoin, it's at a weekly low right now at 56.8, continuing to drop down another 3.6%. Ethereum's kind of been holding true. They're basically hovering at that 2,500 mark. That's another one I think that can go as well. And then obviously some of the other blue chips out there. Solana is one that we talk a lot about on the channel. XRP, very bullish on XRP moving forward. I know a lot of people are concerned about XRP incorporating CBDCs into basically digital assets. That's always a concern, but I do think XRP's set to run now that they're out of the the spotlight, I guess you would say, from regulators. So yeah, chickenpox, yeah, that's definitely, and then we have the conflict in the Middle East as always. So I think right now we're primed for Q3, Q4. Yeah, don't worry, Michaela, chickenpox will be next, but yeah, I think that the reactions to some of these geopolitical conflicts, I think that's going to continue. I think that some of the main kind of things that plague traditional financial markets are just hitting crypto a little bit harder. The monkeypox, I saw a funny meme actually the other day. It was a South Park meme. Somebody showed me at this convention. It was kind of funny, just how we react as a society to like little things. But just want to make you, remind you that the biggest bull run we did have was during COVID. So keep that in mind. So maybe it's a thing within. Maybe we need the monkeypox to turn the market. But yeah, and just further drive home that point, being in that the Ethereum event that was in Toronto over this week, kind of the general consensus is that we're looking for, Q1, Q2 of 2025. That seems to be kind of some of the bigger, a lot of the devs, a lot of the creators, they're looking at that as being the kind of the when the bull cycle will start. Me personally, I don't have that crypto crystal ball, just like you guys, but I have been noticing kind of that trend, and with talking to higher up people also. I think you can see that right now with projects launching. A lot of projects, they're delaying launch. Meme coins are kind of getting hit right now, and I think that right now a lot of people out there, they are waiting for someone else to make the move. They're waiting for better environments. That's kind of my take on that. Better conditions to launch projects, and that's kind of what we're kind of stuck in that cycle right now. So yeah, Michaela, I turned the sound off a little bit. Because we were with someone else's setup. I didn't want to create a lot of feedback, and it was like super loud. The place is actually a nightclub, so really cool venue, but it was super loud. So that's kind of what we had going on with that. And then when I did walk around the booth and go live, I forgot to turn the volume back on. So that's kind of why that happened. But I just want to give you guys an inside look, because I know it's hard with normal jobs and whatnot for a lot of people to make those events. But that's one of the better ones I've been to. Really, really cool environment, kind of more intimate. You get to meet a lot of people. So I had a lot of fun in Toronto as well. All right. But I think I'm going to wrap it up. Done talking about passive income. Like I said, I will put those bullet points in the comments. So if you guys want to return, or if you're just kind of dropping in, you can Google these avenues and, obviously do what's best for you and your financial journey. And if you do want to get started making some passive income, make sure you check all out the ways that you can do so down below in the comments box. And I want to thank you all for watching, tuning in. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.